Hello, honey roses. Welcome to my channel. I am Mystic Alchemy. So this message is about how much you changed in a beautiful way. The reason why it's so beautiful is because you changed your mind. Okay? You begin to see that it's like certain people, you don't vibrate. I was going to say vibe with, but you don't vibrate where they are anymore. That's your past life. And I don't mean past life before this life. I just mean that is, it's like when you were going through many karmic cycles. And not to say that the karmic cycles are over, because life is full of karmic cycles when you're learning and when you're learning, you go through karmic cycles. Some are worse than others. However, life is a cycle overall. Now, you feel better though. This is like, whoever I'm talking to, this is a stage in your life because you've changed your mind in such a way where it's very beneficial to you, and you're not forcing yourself to stay in situations and circumstances that are not good for you. You have really elevated your mind. And the reason or a way that you could tell that you have is because certain things you used to do, you don't want to do them anymore. It's like no fun. And then you look back like, why did I even like to do that? I'm not sure. But I don't like it anymore. And you don't like it because it's not for you. And you've come to a place where you're starting to make decisions for yourself. You don't need someone to like tell you or guide you in that area because you're past that stage. You are more alert when it comes to what it is that you actually want. So you don't need guidance in that area because you're starting to recognize yourself, or you've begun to recognize yourself. Being that you recognize yourself, you know what you like and what you don't like. And I think that's one of the biggest hurdles or obstacles to get over in life, because it's easy to just do what everybody else does. But as soon as you recognize what it is that you truly want, and you realize that you have the choice and the choice is yours, you don't have to wait for anybody to tell you like what's best for you, because you know yourself now. And that's a beautiful thing, because when you know yourself, it's less likely that you trip up and do crazy things. And when I say crazy things, it's just like stuff that's going to really affect you in a negative way or a harmful way, or mess with your emotions by like allowing certain people in that should not be anywhere near you. I just heard you're a celebrity in the spirit. That's so cute. And it's not the same. To be a celebrity in the spirit, from what spirit is saying, it's not like a celebrity, excuse me, that you see here on earth. A celebrity in a spirit is just someone who is revered in the spirit, excuse me, because of how you're choosing to live your life, and the fact that you know that you have a choice. Because I don't know why people be walking around like they don't know that they have a choice to be who they want to be. And then sometimes people know that they have a choice and they use it in such a way that is harmful to them. You know, you're outside of that bracket. You're not somebody that's out here making crazy decisions and then blaming other people for it, because there's many people that do that too. And I also feel as though you used to hang around people that made crazy decisions, and you may not have said much, or you may have said a little, or you just felt funny about it. But maybe at that point you weren't ready to really address it to self, not so much to the other person, Or maybe to the other person. Maybe you're the type to where if somebody tripping, you speak up about it like, oh, nah, you tripping. I think that's a real friend. I do. Honestly, when you have a friend that could tell you that you tripping, that is a very loving, helpful friend. And that's not a friend that's like a yes man or yes woman. There's someone who truly cares about you. And those are the people that you want around you now. But I'm not talking about like that demeaning corrective action. I'm talking about that gentle, there's a way to, not to say, because everybody can't be, I don't know, a man is not going to talk to another man in a gentle way, if you look at it from that perspective. However, to have a certain level of realness when you're speaking to somebody to where they don't feel targeted, I guess that could be considered, for two men talking and connecting on that level. I don't want to call it gentle, but I want to call it direct, And that could be for a masculine or feminine energy, but it's in such a way where it's not offensive. It might hit them a little hard because it's like a cold, hard truth. And a lot of times it's kind of challenging for someone to accept that, especially as an adult, because adults don't want to be told what to do. However, someone who actually wants to improve themselves and they have a desire to be better, they'll take constructive criticism because they want to be a better, improved version of themselves, and they want to live a happier life. So you've chosen that way, and that's why if you are around people and you've done this already and you realize that they just not living right and their ways are turning you off and they actually frustrate you, it's because you've changed, and that's okay. All right, so if you need anything from me, visit www.milkhoneyrose.org. And yeah, that's it. I'll see you in the next one.